Yesterday we discussed about mobile push, and I also told you a brief introduction about mobile connect. And as I said, if you see, when I discussed with Salesforce people, because I know certain people who are working in Salesforce. So when I asked them like how is the mobile connect, like how many people are using mobile connect, so these people say that there are very few orgs which are using this mobile connects, because as I told you, it is a cost. There is a problem with the cost, and also there are no proper developers. Very few developers knows this mobile studio, and one more thing is it has a lot of drawbacks, like as I said, the content and maintenance is a problem, and most importantly it has a lot of legal concerns, legal issues, because when you are dealing with this mobile connect, for example, so if you're I don't know if you're lucky or unlucky, if you go to a company where those people, they wants to use this mobile connect, and if they put you for that one, you have to be very careful. And they will give you to sign the documents, Salesforce people will send you some documents, and you have to sign and you have to send it. So when you are signing and sending to them, you should be very careful, because this might create a legal issues. So that is one more thing what you might need to know. And if you see here, like as I said, whatever you create, right, it's not like a mobile connect, mobile push. In push notification and all those things, you can delete the messages. If you don't want it, you can delete it, but here there is no option of deleting it. If you keep creating the messages, it would be here all the time. So that is one more problem. And yeah, like as I said, we also have some prerequisites, like when you're building a template, uh, when you're dealing with this mobile connect, especially the database, the data model, where you should have the phone number and all those stuff. And also when you are working on it, you should first ask them to which country you have to do this mobile campaigning, why you are doing it, like for how many days you wanted to do. So and so all these things are important. And also when you discuss with Salesforce people also, you might need to say like what is the cost, for how many days it is, for how many messages it is. So because every message you send, it counts, and also every country you're sending, it counts. And also most important thing is you should always send it to a person who has opted in. So there is options like single opt-in, double opt-in, there is a lot of options. So we have to concentrate on mostly the people who have legally opted in, because when they have a auditing, and when if Salesforce people, sometimes they have some auditing concerns, so they will ask you whether the people has I mean, they will ask you like the messages whom you are sending have been opted in or not. So you need to show them some proof that yes, these people have opted in. That means I'll show you like how people gets into our system, like how they opt in, like how they give a consent that we have to send the message. So that is also important. Even the push notification, as soon as you create the app, there is something, a checkbox like all terms and conditions. In that terms and conditions itself, you can add as opt-in if it is a push notification. But in SMS, they have to opt it manually. Either they can opt in anyways, like if you're doing through a web or something, we will send them that, hey, do you want to have a mobile opt-in? If they click that, then we have to somewhere capture that information. Yes, this person legally wants to have a SMS from us. So that is a little bit important. So coming to this mobile connect, I think someone should go on a mute, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. So here is the thing. I will show you like how this complete thing works, how to add the keywords and all those things. I'll tell it to you. But before that, yeah, you should know that how this data model should be built. So let me take you here. If you go to administration section, here it is based on the country. For example, if you're sending for US, it is considered to be as a short code, because it depends, right? So if you're sending from a far distance, or if you're sending for less distance, so they would give you this short or long codes. And always the short or long codes are associated with the keywords, because what do you mean by these keywords is, in mobile, that is the only way how we can do the campaigning. For example, if you wanted to unsubscribe, if you see in if you wanted to set up email unsubscription, there are multiple ways how to do it. But in mobile, there is only some unique ways. They have some standard unsubscriptions, like for example, stop, quit, cancel, subscribe, sub. So there are certain keywords like this. If you can send them this one, so that what they'll do is if they click any of the things, so then we have to immediately unsubscribe it. And also one more thing is, these are the standard things. If you wanted to have something customized, then we might need to create our own. For example, if you're working for some Adidas, so you might be having a separate keyword, like anything like yeah, they might it's up to you, like what kind of keyword you use. It's completely customized, so we have to buy those keywords. And also you might need to put this help keyword also, because in certain campaignings, right, if you wanted to send an SMS to certain people, without these things it will not go. The same like how we were doing in the emails, there are always two types of emails. One is transactional and one is commercial. As I said, transactional, you need not to give a unsubscription because it's a transactional. If you are a commercial, definitely you should include unsubscription. Here also we have, it's also the same. Like if you are doing a transactional, that means it is, they nowhere it's specified as transactional, but you have to imagine that if it's a transactional, then definitely you should put some keyword. If it is like a commercial one, then it's fine. I mean, if it's a commercial, you have to put it. If it's transactional, then it is not necessary. And also there is something called as help keyword. um, Okay, so we also need to put some help keywords, because when you put a help keyword, you should have some continuation message for them to help, like what exactly they want. Mostly this one we will see mostly in Airtel or something. When you are subscription through a mobile or something, only those kind of people who uses this one. But rest of the things I haven't seen this kind of things. So let us see like how. So here, how to set this keywords. And also if you see here, there are the keywords here, 6 out of 10, because when you buy this short or long code, they would give you the keywords, so you can use only that much of keywords. If you wanted to use more number of keywords, you have to pay for them, so it's highly expensive again. And also one more thing is from name, from whom you are sending, that's also important. You can keep it like this. So if you wanted to send from name, so you can personalize it. It could be like some first name or something. You can come here, um, as a first name, you can personalize it. Okay, and save. But here again, the thing is, once you add it, the problem is you cannot remove this. But in mobile push you can remove it, but here in this case you cannot. So once you create it, and that's it. So you have to be very careful when putting a first name. So once this is done, and next headers, it's the same. You can add any headers if you wanted to have it. If you want personalize, you can personalize it. Or I said abbreviation, like if you have United States, you can abbreviate it. This is not necessary, anyways we can type it. And I told you like how this URL shortener works. It's like some bitly or kind of, say for example, if this is the URL, this one consumes more than 160 characters. So if you use this and if you put this one, then it makes it short. So if you take this and if you just access it in the backend, it would take it into a long URL. So earlier this was also we have to pay for this Bitly kind of thing, but now we need not to pay it, because once nowadays it is embedded in a marketing cloud only. That is one good way, because earlier we have to subscribe this. We have to take a Bitly subscription and then we have to use it. But now luckily they have this URL shorteners, which you can short it out right now. And also here, if you see here, you can add only 3 headers and you can add only 3 footers. And blackout window, I told you like how this blackout one window works, because this was highly important. Earlier this was not there, and there were a lot of complaints on this, because people are getting SMSs on odd timings. So that's the reason they have implemented this. So in this this blackout window time, if you send an SMS, it will not go for them. Once the blackout window is done, then the message would reach out to them. So this is what it is. And next thing is, this is non-GSM keywords. So this one, either we can enable it or disable it. The problem is, as I said, there is a lot of difference. Like if you are using a non-GSM keywords, then you have to use only 70 keywords, and if you are using GSM keywords, then you can use 60 characters. If it is a non-GSM, it is only 70 characters. So when you enable it, it will show you, like as yesterday I said, if you wanted it, it highlights the thing and it shows that, okay, these are the non-GSM keywords, could you please check that? So it would show. And one more thing is this bounce logic. This one also I'll tell you later. And one more is held. See here, held, this thing is there. I have seen, like in one of the interview, people were asking, when will a subscriber goes into a held status? So here, if you go to all subscribers, instead of active and instead of unsubscribe, there's also something called as held. And I have seen in certification also they have been asking. So if you see here, this is unsubscribed, which is good, this is active, this is good, but this is in held status. So this one, when a person goes into held status is, for example, if a person unsubscribes, sorry, if a person sends an email and if it is bounced more than 14 times, that is be any bounce, hard or soft or any bounce. If you are sending an email to a person and if it bounces more than 14 times, then automatically that subscriber will go into held status. So that is what it is. And even in mobile also, if you enable it, the people who are, the SMS is getting bounced, they would come into held status. So these are the normal things, normal administrative things. But this one you have to be very careful. The only problem with this mobile connect is certain changes we cannot eliminate it. Once you change it, once you add it, it'll never go. So that is a problem. And coming to the messages, you already know these kind of messages because you might have done in the mobile push. In yesterday's session I told you how to make the how to send the SMS and all those, how to create a message, push notification, all those stuff. It is the same way, but here there are little bit of changes. If you come here, there are some minor changes which Mobile Studio provides us. Because why they have provided this, all these things are, then only we will know like what and all the capabilities does Mobile Connect does. So all these profiles, all these templates shows us that what and all the things we can achieve. For example, if you see outbound, um, one second guys, I think it's important for me to call copy and tell him that I'll just a second.
This conference will now be recorded.
Sorry guys, I think there was some problem with uh, things. Okay, so here the first template is, like for example, we have outbound template, and also we have text response template and vote survey, mobile opt-in, info capture, email opt-in, and send email. So there are certain templates. So first of all, outbound. So why do we use outbound? So it is same like a transactional kind of. So if you wanted to send some information to someone, like it could be anything. For example, if a person, like if you are working for Bank of America or something, if they do some transactions with you, then you have to send them some message or some information, like anything it could be. Or as soon as if a person enters into some location or something, then also you might need to send some SMS. It all depends, like it's just you are addressing to some person, so that is just outbound message. It's normal straightforward message. So here when you come here and click next, and here we can create some message, like for example something like demo outbound. I can create it, but the problem is if I create it, it creates one more message. So let's reuse the existing one. So what we would do is we will cancel this and let's reuse the existing one. So here, as I said, it's always important for us to reuse the existing when we are dealing with this Mobile Studio. So here, let's go to outbound, click next. So here something we can create demo outbound, and it depends to which country are you sending. Are you sending to UK or are you sending to US? So whenever you do this, a person would a Salesforce would give you the activate the code. So based on the code you can do it. And for example, if you're sending to US, you select US, and it's again if it is a schedule or it's a API trigger. If it's API trigger, it's same like how we did it yesterday in a messaging. So this one we will discuss later. So if you're scheduling it, you can schedule this, click next. And the second one is it asks for the audience. So the audience, as I said, yes, it's the same. Definitely here there are a lot of data extensions with us, but the only thing which appears here is the ones which have a phone number in that, which respects our data model standards. So then only those would come here. So here there is a thing, so we can take this, it's here. Here it asks send only to the contacts who has subscribed currently, or subscribe all contacts to a keyword. So this one is even this is a different one. Like for example, if a person has subscribed with us, that means when you send a message, or maybe in certain case they have subscribed, they wanted to have one more message from us based on a keyword, then we can go with this based on what keyword he has opted in. So you can select here and you can take that keyword and you can agree and continue. That is one way. Or maybe you can select this one here. So once you select this one, then you can send the message, like whatever message you wanted to send. And also if you put a personalize, this would give, you won't see the um, you know yeah, in this you are able to, but in the mobile push you will not be able to. But here it's fine, you can put some AMP script. So here you will not be able to see the what attribute you are taking. It just shows as AMP script. And also if you want to add the headers, you can add it, and also you can follow like what and all the things you wanted to. So text, some message you have taken it. If you want to shorten, you can shorten it. This is okay. And here you can highlight the GSM characters if it is there, because it's always important. And also here you can associate the campaign here. You can associate to whatever the campaign it is. So we have a lot of campaigns, you can select any campaign here. And here testing, you can do the testing here. So here this on one more important thing is, even the testing also takes away the SMS costs. Suppose if you have 10 SMSs if you wanted to send, and if you send 5 SMSs, and if you send 5, it also counts. So here you have to be careful that we cannot keep on testing all the time. So every test message what you send, it counts. And here this is how we have to give. You don't need to give plus or 00 while testing it. So for example, if it is Germany, you don't need to give plus, you can start from 00, like 49. You can just select this, and when you click this perform test, then automatically you get a test messages. So this you would get the test message. And also if you wanted to have one more, like currently there is no keywords available for that particular text. So that's the reason it's not coming. Else we will get an option to select a keywords, that I will tell you like how to create a keyword. For now we can, if you wanted to perform the test, you can perform. If you don't wanted to, you can, you don't need to. Then you can click next. And it's the same way, like it shows like to which audience we are sending, what is the campaign, what template we have taken, and whether we have to send it immediately or whether it's future recurring. And also one more thing is, as I said, this one would override the zone. For example, if I wanted to send a person send a SMS at 8 o'clock, so here I'm sitting in India, I would set an 8 o'clock. But this one, if you enable this, it would go to him at 8 o'clock on his timing. So we are overriding the time zone. So we are overriding the time zone and sending to him. And this is throttling again. I told you like how to send this throttling. So how many messages you wanted to send in 1 minute or 1 hour, or I mean 15 minutes or 1 hour 30 minutes, you can just throttle it. So if you don't want to do anything, then you can just click send. So once you click send, then automatically the message would go to that particular person. So this is about the first template, and also the second template. So this one, if a person responds to you, like how to handle this. So this one by one I'm telling you, because this will be useful for you. Immediately it might not, or maybe one day when you join a company and when they ask you about Mobile Studio, it would be good for you that you can take this video and you can revise, because even I used to do the same. Whenever a requirement comes, then I would open my video and I would take, even though it's 3-year old video, but I open it and I take, because you cannot keep everything in your mind. So on demand you can just go and verify it. So here, for example, this is response. Again, take this, and here no keywords available. So currently we don't have any keywords. We can create one keyword. So here the thing is, for example, if you create this keyword, it shows this is available, and you cannot, um, if it is available, then we can create that. So it shows which is the valid thing what we can use. For example, imagine you're working for Nestle unsubscribe. So I have taken this. You So we have a keyword here. So we have created this one. So now what it comes here is, if you see here, text next unsubscribe to this. So if you wanted to get some response or something, you can start using this one. So like this you can send it. So once you send this, the person will get an SMS like this. So as soon as he receives an SMS, then what he can do is he can send this one to take some other action if it is necessary. So we have created one keyword. So this is how it works. So next, it's again the same. You go and, thanks for your response. As soon as he sends and response for us, we are going to send one more saying them that thanks for responding, or thanks for subscribing, or thanks for the interest in our product, or something you can send. So this is just like a response. You can see the preview here, and this also has the same, like characters, like non-GSM characters are 70, normal GSM characters are 160. It's like the same. And this also the same, like you can schedule it and you can activate it. This is how we go with this response template. And next, this is voting again. So I'll show you like how this voting works. Yeah, so this one we already created a keyword for this, so you can use the keyword, or if you want to create, you can create one more keyword. And here again, like whether you are doing for external source or like sending an SMS, it all depends like how you have to do it. So it shows like this. Yeah, for this one we need lists. So one more thing is like voting and all, we have to put it in a list. um, yeah, so this one, it doesn't work with data extension. For these things we have to put in a list, or else maybe you can create one list here. Yeah, we don't have a list. You have to create one attribute for this, or else maybe we'll take this one. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. This one will have a separate list. This mobile. Yeah, let's take this for now. It's again the same. Like let's ignore this for now. Like you just need to export a list, or you need to take a list and you have to do it. So let's park this for now. So now the voting. So let's take one more thing. So here, this is mobile opt-in. If you wanted to send an SMS and the person wants to opt in through mobile, so this is opt-in SMS. Like you select a keyword, and like this, if you want, send this one to this one. So once you send it, it comes as a mobile opt-in. So whenever a person see here, either if it is single opt-in or a double opt-in. If it is a single opt-in, yeah, that's how it is. You can set this up, and you have subscribed to so and so campaign, and you will get this many number of SMSs, or maybe 2 SMSs or 3 SMSs per month. Reply help, stop, cancel. So all these things, it's like normally people they don't use these kind of things. It's all for our information only, because if you see here also, we have a hell a lot of templates here. As soon as you just go into a marketing cloud, so here for journey also we have a lot of templates, like cart abundant template, or anniversary send, or birthday journey with coupon. So we don't use this templates. If you see, if I click this, we already get one ready-made template. So it does here, either this could satisfy our business requirement or not. So this is also the same. So they have given us, it's need not that we have to use the same thing. We can use our own kind of a strategical SMS, but they have given us like how to implement this. So this, all these things are references also, you can say. So here it goes for the week, and you send them. Or if there is an error, it comes like, sorry, there was an error, please try again. So here the person will again SMS the thing. So we always have to agree this, and we have to send it. So this is how the single opt-in works, and this is how the double opt-in works. We will send SMS, the person will send yes or no, and again, and we would send them one more SMS saying them that he will get 3 SMSs per week plus help, or reply with stop to cancel, or so all these informations you're going to send. So this is one more thing. Again, we have to schedule it and activate it. So this is mobile opt-in, and this is like info capture. So this is just like capturing information from the customer. It could be any kind of information. So this is also the same, just you will have a keyword and he will respond the things for you. That's it. Keyword. So you'll, yeah, for this there is no keyword. For this, yes, if you send this information, then you know that information has been just captured. And this is email opt-in. If a person sends an opt-in to us, then it means that we can send emails to them. So for example, if a person wants to receive emails along with SMSs, then the person will do this kind of opt-in. So here also it's the same. Opt-in, keyword, and again it's the same. We have to take it and we have to go ahead. That's it. It's again the same. And sending an email also, this is one more thing is, so if a person wants to receive an email from us, then we will take his permission to send an email. It's like, again, it's like an opt-in only. It's the same. So the whoever uh, receives the email, and if he responds to us like yes we wanted to, then we will send an email to him. So this is how this mobile works. And most importantly, like, very few people uses this one. And if you see here, mostly in our real time, what we are using is, the very few people use this mobile. Whoever are using it, they are just using this outbound. They are just sending an SMS, and they are going to put some unsubscription keyword, and that's it. So we keep on sending SMS, and if you don't want to receive an SMS, he would say like unsubscribe or cancel or quit or something, or whatever we have given a text. So he would take it and he would send it. And rest all these things are 99% not important. And it all depends, like based on our requirement, we might need to use this one. And highly important thing is, if you think about this mobile studio, most important thing is, when they ask you to work on this, every country has some rules which is highly important. So we have to make sure that we are following those proper rules. So here I will show you, like, there are certain rules. Mobile Connect guidelines. See here, every country has some rules here. So these, when we started using this mobile studio, these many were not there. See, these are coming soon. That means slowly people are working on this to give the rules. If you see for United States, when you are sending for United States, you have to make sure that you are reading everything properly. Before you sit into a discussion with Salesforce, you should know all these things, like what is the highest for format, what it supports, what is the dialing code, and what and all the major carriers for this one, and how much they are charging for that, and what is the size we can send it to US, and what is this concatenation. That means, like, if you're sending too many SMSs, you can concatenate. That means, as I said, if your SMS is exceeding more than 160 characters, you can um, concatenate it, send it as two SMSs. So whether that facility is available or not. And also here, it supports short code, or does it support for long code. So all these things, it's, so US supports only short code, so that's the reason we are not getting a long code over there. And if you see here, and which in how many days they would give a provisioning. So within like 4 to 6 weeks of application we submit, they would give the provision for us. And and if you see here, like how this provisioning happens, who and all supports it, and what is the message requirements, and what is the unsubscription keywords which is important to send a message, and also how to use this opt-ins. And most importantly, only thing what you have to see is these things, all these things, everywhere it is. So here for US, when you're sending a SMS, we have to follow this shaft content rules. That means, like, all these things, whatever it's here, if anything which belongs to that, then automatically the marketing cloud can cancel the entire contract with you. So we have to make sure that you don't have any of these SMSs, any of these keywords in your SMS. Why is this? Is because if you send an email will anyway, while calculating the reputation itself, it would find out if this keyword is there. It will come and say to you that no, you are using so and so keywords, please stop using it, or else your email would be blacklisted. But for mobile, that's not there. So we have to make sure that we don't use certain kinds of things. And also, the lead generation programs or any deceptive programs are completely avoided, for especially for US. So these things are highly important. And not only that, if we could take any country here, so let's take some Philippines or something, and also they have certain rules, and they have some restrictions here. Say all these things like alcohol, drugs, gambling, and some political things. You cannot use this for political campaigning or something. So that is also important. And also, if you think that you're using, so for example, if you're working for some tobacco company or something, yeah, even that is also, uh, they don't allow this mobile studio, so that they restrict it. And there was one big company, they were using marketing cloud. They wanted to run a SMS campaign. So that is, it's that company stays in Switzerland, and it's a company which is related to cigarettes. So for them, when they tried to buy marketing cloud for SMS campaigning, they strictly said no, because tobacco and all is highly prohibited. They'll not be able to. So these are certain laws which you might need to know. If you know all these things before you sit to a discussion with Salesforce and with your company before implementing a mobile connect, it would be highly good for you, so that you would be having a strong voice to know like what to take, what not to take from them. So this is much about this mobile connect. As soon as I mean, if you only thing you have to remember is like what is the prerequisites, what you need to know, and sending an SMS is pretty straightforward, and you don't need to worry about these templates and all those things. You just need to build the thing, load the contacts, just click the button, and that's it. SMS goes. And also you might need to capture the mobile opt-ins, which is highly important, like how many people have opted in. So for them you will be sending an SMS. So that is about this one, mobile connect. And now related to mobile push, I will show you one real-time org, and I'll show you like how those people are working, like, and how this the deliverability and how the things are happening. I'll just let you know that.